So far,
wow.
no such but it's the BB2 special!
Hello!
Ellis, thankfully, is sitting with us on the desk and can talk about this bottom lane that's just been locked in.
Pantheon
No, I did not
to
stop.
Leah.
Maybe heading towards the top side of the map, and it's locked in. Khán will be galloping his way to the top lane.
So this is an interesting matchup. I haven't seen it in pro play. Hecarim versus Sylas top, which is what we think we're going to see. The Ignite in this lane is going to actually take away some of Sylas' lane presence. Because remember, Sylas wants to spam all his spells aggressively and go forward.
We'll see whether this is going to be what pushes Griffin over the line. A spicy bottom lane has been picked up, but now the Sylas versus the Hecarim will be the top lane matchup. Sword versus Khán, very close friends.
I think Hecarim could actually really work in this matchup because you can't just ignore and push the wave against Ignite Hecarim, who's going to twirl like a helicopter and try to do something different. The jungle matchup is probably the most standard of everything going on, but Chovy Zakali being last pick on blue side and still available, that is pretty bold. He is still undefeated on this in pro play.
Yeah, and I mean, he said it earlier, he's not afraid of anyone. Akali is a champion that some people do think has a lot of vulnerability and weaknesses, but when you pilot it really well and get out of the early laning phase.
Oh, that is going to be that first blood coming in! We couldn't even let the SKT fans cheer because they lost Marta in the first minute of the game.
And it went to Viper. He's gonna be so close to being able to just upgrade into the spell thief
all the time.
And they now have a Pantheon who just accidentally tanked the turret. That could be a bad news story, but the stun is still going to come in. Marta could be falling down for the second time in 3 minutes, but no. The flash comes forward and the teleport to save SKT.
And that was actually something where the Pantheon passive going down probably caused a half-second hesitation.
He doesn't have teleport, so all the pressure that's able to be exerted early on can be really scary.
Yeah, Chovy is going to go into the Shroud.
This is sad.
And just gets out very easily.
That was definitely the moment that the Shroud came in at the same time as Rune Prison. There was never going to be a for a turret dive 3 times. And Tarzan says, thank you very much. I'll have an Infernal. And Sword wants a pony.
Exactly. 300 health now. On to Khán. He's in trouble. No teleport available. We'll have a turret here. Clid waiting around. Ultimate's going to be traded here. That's going to be the solo kill for Sword. It's traded back, but they get everything for that one.
And I mean, that was just a fantastic...
I feel like if you're not freezing, you got to go all in on the aggression, and this seems to fit the bill.
Yep, that certainly is that. It's going to be first turret going down, and SKT run out of minions on the bottom side, so that tempo that Griffin do have the advantage in is going to be even higher. Now in a turret, under fire, Shelly's going to be able to tank this one up. Already half health, Demolish procs coming in, and 3 members of Griffin will easily rip this turret apart.
And what's a Hecarim going to do? He can't even walk up to the minion wave to Q it. Khán watches on in horror.
Well,
at the
Sword's
same
having
time,
the opposite
he hasn't even
problem.
lost the turret.
Sword's holding it, yeah.
Everything's fine for this guy.
This is teleport too.
SKT, they should be able to burst this one down. It is taken by Clid very close as Tarzan tries to launch forward. Realm Warp gets SKT out of there, but have they gone far enough? The man drop comes forward, doesn't do too much. Onslaught of Shadows into the back line as Sword gets himself into his Zhonya's. Can he escape? The answer is yes. The dash comes back up and now Viper is here to give him some cover fire. Griffin, they make it out, but SKT, they don't lose anyone.
And great timing to talk about the zone. It's because we got an engaged Sylas. He just wants
teammates here as...
We got a Realm Warp. It's going to come forward. Sword stole it though. He's going to use it to try and get out, but Clid is there to pick him up. But Skond is going to get him out of the way there and things are fine.
Giving you the pat on the back, play-by-play for Sylas. Knows who's going to win game 1.
Yeah, SKT looking for their second one. Teleport's going to come in from Griffin. They do not want to give this one away. It's Chovy. He's going to join the fight. Half the health bar now on the Dragon as Lahens just happy to walk on over. Gets Khán out of the fight as Redemption does come down. It's going to be a 50-50 as Tarzan is in this pin. His sword goes into his first Sonya's. The steal comes in. Griffin have locked down the Dragon, and Faker in the back of the pin is trying to kill Sword, but he's so frustrating finally. Teddy locks him down, and now Tarzan. Stopwatch ain't going to be enough, and Chovy is now waiting in the gates, but SKT don't care. They get themselves into the correct position. Pick themselves up a double for their man in the mid lane, and SKT may have turned it.
Griffin get the steal, but SKT's able to make it front to back. This is the time they were looking for.
Yeah, this
and
is another Realm
kill.
Warp. It's Faker's one this time. His True Shot Barrage is even going to help try and take Chovy down. Remember, there's no turrets up here, guys, so this might be the great escape, but Khán has a lot of movement speed. Chovy's just so scary.
You can't suddenly Weaver's Wall in and do a Pantheon ult, they'll just run.
Faker jumps on over, but it does get interrupted. Faker gets his passive shield. He's down very low. Now finally goes into the stopwatches of the Weaver's Wall. Actually blocks Chovy. He has to flash to get over the top. Marta goes golden. And is Faker falling down? Marta the next one to follow, and SKT can't re-enter this fight.
It was so big that they could stop Faker from getting out because they could actually set up a very different scenario to Infernal. They were able to keep SKT from grouping as a 5. It's not quite Onslaught of Shadows, but he doesn't actually have that important ultimate as face checking that brush is at your peril.
Yeah. Tarzan loses about half of his health bar. Chovy clearing out some control wards here as SKT do need to be careful. There's the Weaver's Wall.
It doesn't last that long anymore though.
Yep, SKT need to try and dive over this one. Khán in fantastic flanking position as Sword's trying to keep him out of there. Are we going to go for the smite here? Can Clid get himself into this pit? They're getting it down very, very low. Marta misses the ultimate, unfortunately, as Chovy's over there. Good knockback comes in. It is going to be picked up by Griffin. And they just flash their way out. They're happy to grab and go.
SKT doesn't pull the trigger. They've got the comp super late, gets a chance kill, but he's nothing else. He can tank Baron a little bit better, but it just plays into the fact that 5v5 is all SKTs, but they're not there.
Yep, well, Clid is going to try and come in for the 50-50. Can he actually get the steal? Realm Warp once again going to try and put Faker in the pit, but no, it's just for the vision. He gets on over, but he's unable to get the steal. Ultimate flies forward from Clid. He flashes to get himself out, but not even Sword is going to die as Teddy very aggressively dives into the Baron pit. But Griffin, once again, it's the grab and go!
And SK Telecom, they're trying to stop the backs, but they're not going to be able to, and now...
Other stuff happening afterwards, they missed their window. Griffin didn't really have a window. They're basically robbing a place.
Yeah.
They robbed a Baron. As, Khán and Clid need to consider their options.
Yeah, Chovy making it look like Akali wasn't actually nerfed, as he's just playing around underneath this turret in the Shroud. Yeah, well, Weaver's Wall is going to come in. Preyseek is not going to stop that one from coming down, and Clid has no want to head towards this Dragon Pit at all. He had the smite, had everything available, but wanted to hold on to his life. It's a hell of a lot of vision, guys.
But remember, Weaver's Wall and Pantheon Ultimate. Doesn't matter if you control these nooks and crannies.
Khan's already down to about half health here, as Faker did use the Realm Warp to get himself into the Baron pit. Now Sword running away from Teddy, who is certainly a man who's
just one Infernal, which is obviously the one you want if it's going to be one, but it's going to be a decent trade. Here we go.
Yep, staying over the side of the wall. Marta does break it though, and there's the knock-up. Marta finds it this time. Lands down to the GA teleport from Griffin as Chovy has finally found the back line. But you can see it's Griffin trying to hold this one up. Khán goes golden, gets the ultimate off, and SKT, they found the team fight they wanted, and they should be able to find the Baron a minute before the Elder.
They punch the Magician in the face and say, we're fighting now, and the Boxer is going to be the one that profits. The minion wave, though, is being proxied. The game will not end here, but that is the sort of fight Griffin can't afford to let happen.
And Griffin now, I mean, they're going to have to do the smoke and mirrors to come back into the game. SKT, they're going to pick up the Baron. This is going to convert into Elder. How does Griffin come back now at this point?
It was so sneaky. It was such a ninja maneuver. For the last 20 minutes of this game, Griffin has been avoiding SKT at every turn. Finally, SKT managed to get a bite into them.
There's just no way to get it without significant costs, and right now it's going to be the cost of an inhibitor and maybe more if Akali want to try to solo it. Not seeing that, but Griffin say, well, we didn't pick for this, we didn't comp for this. You can have your inhibitor, but can Griffin do anything?
Yeah, feels like it's already been done, Papa Smithy. Teddy does so much damage. That inhibitor did not last very long at all. First one does fall. Not going to push any further forward. As SKT wait for another minion wave. Not actually moving into any other side lanes where inner turrets are still available.
They're looking for a Realm Warp, maybe.
Potentially. Finally, with a gold lead, I believe almost for the first time here for SKT, as half the health bar of Viper goes missing.
Realm Warp into the Elder Pit. They've been able to defend this one. They know that Griffin is in their base.
They've got a guard horse here as well, Papa. Teleport going to come in as Lahens gets into position. Chovy inside the pit. The ultimate comes down from Lahens' Viper. Has to go golden and steal as the Pantheon man drops his way into a 4-stack Elder Drake. SKT is still going to be able to grab the kills. Teddy finds even more. It was a heroic steal, but I just don't think it's heroic enough because SKT have routed Griffin and there's only a Chovy that remains.
Chovy's going to try to buy time. He can't do it. What did you get? Elder Dragon. What did it cost? Everything. SK Telecom T1. I think they just end it right now.
Exactly. Chovy is going to have to try and go back and do something very impressive, but the top of the bag, and SKT have taken game number 1. This is incredible. Griffin tried to run them around for so incredibly long. It didn't matter. In the end, SKT team fought and they won.
The SKT faithful explode, outnumbering Griffin 3-1 it feels like in Jumshill. And man, shades of Worlds 2016 with the Ezreal True Shot Barrage. Pray Somewhere is clapping, and remembering an Ash Arrow that won them an important game. That guaranteed the victory that SKT had to fight and endure for so long. From Champ Select, from the first round, they saw Talia, they saw Pantheon, and they had that PTSD of, wait, you guys as well? You're trying to throw it out and